Hey, everyone. I'm Chadwick Chazam Clark, a two-time graduate from the number one public HBCU, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. And I am a creative entrepreneur, an HBCU advocate, and a passionate storyteller. To me, storytelling isn't just about entertaining, it's about preservation, about healing, about truth. Storytelling is how we archive who we are. It documents our joy, our resilience, our experiences, and our brilliance in ways that sometimes history books don't. Storytelling means telling our stories with pride, not as footnotes, not as trends, but as legacies. A single story can start a conversation, reconnect communities, or change the way how we see ourselves and others. The stories I'm most excited about telling are stories surrounding Black excellence beyond stereotypes. I want to tell stories that show our vulnerability, our faith, our aspirations, and dreams, particularly through the lens of young Black men, navigating identity, love, health, and purpose. Too often, our stories are told for us, but I want to tell our stories with nuance, honesty, and hope. Storytellers Lab represents something larger than a program. It represents global connection, collaboration across borders, and the reminder that our voices matter, not just locally, but internationally. I'm honored to stand alongside storytellers across our culture, and I can't wait to see what we create together. Let's create stories that last. For us, by us.
Greetings, my name is Michael MacArthur III, junior marketing major, economics minor, studying here at Howard University. And for me, storytelling is a way to express yourself and express your creativity. Oftentimes, stories are undermined or not looked at, but through having the voice and the creativity to share your stories, I feel that you can express yourself in a way that everyone can hear. And then for me, I feel that stories that I'm excited to share are that of the perspective of Black men in education. I know for me, my educational journey has been pivotal into my development as a Black male leader, and I can't wait to share that story with everybody.
Hi, my name is Kalicia Tyndale, and I am a junior political science major, media journalism, and film minor from Atlanta, Georgia. To me, storytelling is all about connecting. It's our way to emphasize our shared experiences while also highlighting the beautiful things that make us unique. In terms of stories I'm excited to tell, I am looking forward to highlight the perspectives of Black women in multiple genres, not just genres that focus on our pain or trauma, but genres that emphasize the things that make us culturally beautiful.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Francisco Trinidad. I am a junior sports management major from PG County, Maryland, by way of Bergen County, New Jersey. And what is storytelling to me is I think storytelling is a form of art. No right or wrong answer, just explaining anything in the world. It could be a 20-second story time, 20-minute story time. And I just feel like it's a way to express not necessarily yourself, but things that you've been through. And a story that I'm excited to tell is my story of how I got to Howard University. It wasn't, obviously it wasn't an easy ride. I'm a transfer student, and yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name is Zoe Prandy, and I'm a sophomore film and television major, photography minor from Bowie, Maryland. And what storytelling means to me is shining a light on lived experiences and underrepresented stories. And I'm super excited to tell stories in the sci-fi, thriller genres, shining a light on Caribbean experiences, kind of showing the Black diaspora from a different perspective.
Thank you!
Hi, my name is Taylor Dews, and I am a 2022 graduate of Spelman College, currently receiving my PhD in cultural anthropology and documentary film at New York University. And this year, I was the third place winner of the HBCU First Look Film Festival with my title, Meet the Family That Sticks Together. And this is a documentary about my family's role in the social and savings club tradition of Hampton Roads, Virginia. To me, storytelling is about telling those ordinary stories, the everydayness of Black life. Those are the stories that I really want to tell because I think that they're oftentimes kind of minimized to just what happens, what we do. But what we do is extraordinary. What we do is kind of the key of how we've lived and loved in the face of some of the most degrading of circumstances in this country and around Africa itself, as well as the diaspora. And so those are the stories that I'm most interested in telling through the medium of documentary, eventually through narrative film and television. And as an anthropologist, I think that I'm always making these cultural and social observations And the main kind of way that we articulate or share those are through academic journals and ethnographies and books. These things are kind of withheld within academia's ivory tower and not always accessible to the public. And I think that through the medium of film, that can kind of bridge that issue of accessibility. And especially in Black communities, because the oral and the visual tradition have always been at the center of our culture, kind of surrounding ourselves around the griot, that storyteller, who that tradition that has always been a community-centered one. And so I'm very interested in contributing to that lineage and to that history. I think that storytelling is political, all at once political, social, and cultural. It's our birthright as Black people. It's what connects us across many geographies and places. And I think that it's also how we rewrite our world, rewrite the kind of the reality that has many times been decided for us. It's how we rewrite that and place ourselves as the subjects and as the center of our lives. And our lives are really so beautiful. And so that's what storytelling means to me.
Greetings, viewers. My name is Herman Namanya, the newest ambassador of the Storytellers Lab 2026 here in Uganda. Who is Herman? Herman is an author, is a writer, but also a person that inspires most of the young people here in Uganda. What storytelling means to me as a writer, as an author that has authored so many books and written so many stories, storytelling is everything, because storytelling is the way how we communicate with each other, how we communicate our cultures. And what story that I would love to tell definitely is a story about how the pride of the Ugandan culture and the customs of Africa, because gone are the days when we have been listening to the stories of European countries. If you hear of the stories that we have been watching on TV since we were young, the story of John Rambo, one man that goes in Vietnam and destroys the entire Vietnamese army. As an African, what are those stories that we can showcase? Can we tell stories like Shaka Zulu? Can we tell stories around Nelson Mandela? Can we tell stories about the issues that are affecting Africans? One, we need to talk about issues that are affecting Ugandans. We need to talk about issues that are affecting young people, and what is the best way to craft a story that we can share with the world. As a Ugandan from the Pearl of Africa, yes, so those are the very stories that we would love to tell, stemming from culture, stemming from different customs that we can share with other people in the world there. So we look forward to that, and thank you so much for this very opportunity. We wish you a lovely and a successful Storytellers Lab launch that is going to be happening soon. We look forward to participating in this and being with this. Thank you so much.